The word badass gets thrown around a little too much nowadays, but there are those men and women who deserve that title. Let's talk about Joseph Medicine Crow. Born in 1913 in the Crow Indian Reservation near Lodge Grass, Montana, to Amy Yellowtail and Leo Medicine Crow. Now, as the Crow kinship system was matrilineal, he was considered born for his mother's people and gains his social status from that line. When he was young, Medicine Crow heard direct oral testimony about the Battle of Little Bighorn in 1876 from his step-grandfather, White Man Runs Him, who had been a scout for General George Armstrong Custer. Beginning in 1929, when he was in the 8th grade, Medicine Crow attended the Bacone College in Muskogee, Oklahoma, which also had preparatory classes for students or high school age. He studied until he completed an Associate of Arts degree in 1936. He went on to study sociology and psychology for his bachelor degree at Linfield College in 1938. He earned a master's degree in anthropology from the University of Southern California in Los Angeles in 1939. He was the first member of the Crow tribe to obtain a master's degree. His thesis: the effects of the European culture's contact upon the economics, social, and religious life of the Crow Indians. He began work toward his doctorate by 1941 and completed the required coursework. He did not complete his PhD due to the United States and its entry into World War II. Medicine Crow taught at the Chippewa Indian School for a year in 1941 and then took a defense industry job in the shipyards of Bremerton, Washington in 1942. After spending the latter half of 1942 working in the naval shipyards, Medicine Crow joined the U.S. Army. In 1943, he became a scout for the 103rd Infantry Division and fought in World War II. Whenever he went into battle, he wore his war paint, 2 red stripes on his arms beneath his uniform, and a sacred yellow painted eagle feather provided by a Sundance medicine man beneath his helmet. Medicine Crow completed all 4 tasks required to become a war chief in World War II: touching an enemy without killing him, or counting coup, taking an enemy's weapon, leading a successful war party, and stealing an enemy's horse. He touched a living enemy soldier and disarmed him after turning a corner and finding himself face to face with a young German soldier. He also led a successful war party and stole 50 horses owned by the Waffen SS from a German camp, singing a traditional Crow honor song as he rode off. Medicine Crow is the last member of the Crow tribe to become a war chief. Medicine Crow was a founding member of Little Bighorn College and the Buffalo Bill Historical Center in Cody, Wyoming, beginning in 1976. As historian, Medicine Crow was a keeper of memories of his tribe. He preserved the stories and photographs of his people in an archive in his house and garage. His books included Crow Migration Stories, Medicine Crow, The Handbook of the Crow Indians, Law and Treaties. Also, Crow Indian Buffalo Jump Techniques. He also wrote books for children entitled Brave Wolf and the Thunderbird. On June 25, 2008, Medicine Crow received 2 military decorations: the Bronze Star for his service in the U.S. Army and the French Legion of Honor, both for service during World War II. His other military awards included Combat Infantry Badge, Army Good Conduct Medal, American Campaign Medal, European African Middle Eastern Campaign Medal, and a World War II Victory Medal. Medicine Crow received the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the highest civilian honor awarded in the United States, on August 12, 2009. Medicine Crow continued to write and lecture at universities and public institutions until his death at the age of 102. On April 3rd, 2016. If ever there was a man or woman who deserved to be called a badass, it is Joe Medicine Crow.